Morning, everybody. You're welcome to the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. And being Friday, I'd like to highlight what young people are doing, especially successfully. The other day, I had a realtor here, and a gentleman, he was here and spoke about the realtor business. But then again, somewhere along the line, I met my guest, Ifunanya Agugwesi. I got it. Clap for me. Ifunanya Agugwesi, and had a few interactions with her, I said to myself, she knows her onions. This is somebody who is doing well. The best thing I can do is to expose her to you all so that you can see what a lot of young people are up to successfully. Don't be deceived by her mien. She's a hard tackler, and in a very soft manner, can get a lot of things done. Ifunanya, good morning. How are you?
I'm very well. Good morning.
Don't deceive people with that soft voice.
Good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning. How are you?
I'm very well.
And how are your parents?
They're doing great.
Let's say good morning to Papa and Mama.
Good morning, Mommy and Daddy. I'm sure they're watching me now.
Yes, sir. Okay, so how did you get into this business? How would I describe you? An estate agent or a realtor? What are you?
I'm a realtor.
The last gentleman who was here said anybody could be a realtor. Are you certified?
Yeah, anybody could be a realtor, but at some point you need to get certified.
By who?
Their agencies.
Because when he said it, I didn't quite catch the import of what he was saying, but this program has only about 45 minutes, and I can't spend all day.
Yeah.
So how do you get certified? There are one or two people out there, I'm sure, listen to the program today, have been looking for jobs all along. This might be an opportunity for them. How do they go about it?
Okay, for a start, you just need to have the passion for the real estate here.
Yes, so, it's a grueling job.
Yes. So it's not really something you need to have the certificate to go in, or you need to have something to back you up as per document to go in. But you just need to know that I want to go into real estate, and then once you already have that done, there are people around you, there are realtors around you, like literally everybody in Lagos is now a realtor. So you can just go into it.
I was going to say.
Yeah, you can just go into it, start getting the knowledge. There are academies everywhere.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yes, there are real estate academies. I belong to like 3 or 4.
Are they online or?
It's a physical. Yes, a physical.
Do you go for what do they train you? What do they train you?
They just give us trainings, how to relate to people, how to be bold, how to have the mindset, how to close deals, how to go out and source for deals. Because people always think that, this real estate work is very easy.
Okay, so if you ask me, I was even, after the deal that you got involved in, I said to myself, I was going to tell Sherry, let us form a Jim Chef Enterprises Realtor company. we just go to the Instagram and pick up, because I see a lot of repeats. I'm a bit of I confessed the other day that I have a telephone addiction, so I like going through. Even though I'm not active participant in social media again, as in tweeting and I've tried to wash my hands off that. It's like that is becoming a wasteful exercise.
Okay.
But I now follow a lot of these things, and of course, the same properties in the realtor business show up. Do you get a specific commitment from an owner of a property to be the realtor, or how does it work out?
No, not necessarily. So specifically what I do, like every day I go out with source for properties, going from estate to estate. Maybe I can just decide that today I want to cover, or this week I want to cover Aja. So I start going from different estates, from here to here to here, to get listings. That's for houses. And then for lands, there are some companies that will just come to you and they want to partner with you. So yeah, we also have companies that I partner with that have lands.
That land can be died still. Have you ever confronted an Omonile before?
I think once, but
because I've prayed to God that I don't ever want to get involved in buying land and then building brick by brick, carrying pong pong and everything every day. It's a task in itself. But have you been involved in any rough exercise with these land grabbers?
No. I specifically do
How?
with estates.
But I heard, because I heard that to sell land, you have to fortify yourself.
Yeah.
You have to go back to the village. Where are you from?
I'm from Imo State.
You have to go back to Imo to fortify yourself. Put all kinds of things in your pockets.
Yeah.
So you run away from those ones.
I do estate. So what I do is, once a company has a credible property or a property that I know is sellable and they have all the right documents.
Afunaya, this thing you call credible, a lot of people have lost money.
Yes.
From some of these so-called credible that have even used TV stars and OAPs and football legends to advertise. There's one. Let me just skip that one.
There are lots.
There are lots, and a lot of people like now. So how do you do a background check on? Because you're on.
Yeah.
What did you study though?
I studied microbiology.
Oh, wrong. Are you kidding? What has microbiology got to do with? Wow. Which university did you go?
I attended Michael Okpara University.
Oh yeah, you will still go. I pray the Lord in His mercy will give an opportunity to attend Unilag. We can even take you for a diploma in something. You see, he who has not gone to Unilag has not done anything. Mr. Sheriff, if you wanted to say something, I can put on your.
I'm not saying anything.
Oh, okay, it's not saying anything. It's a pity, you see, if you have not gone to Unilag. You have not started.
That's what's. Well, most of the Unilag people I know, the pride is just so much.
Yes, and
pride.
I'm one.
And I know a lot of them that they're not doing anything.
Yeah, leave it. Let us not do anything. Okay. So when you were doing microbiology, though, you didn't know you were going to be a realtor.
No, I didn't.
What did you plan to do? To go from there to medicine?
Okay. Right from time when I was in school, I never actually wanted to work as per a white collar job or doing this. I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur because where I grew up, my dad is an entrepreneur, and his circle of, should I say, friends or brothers.
What does your dad trade in?
He's into truck tires and truck batteries.
For Kanko?
He used to, but right now he's just focusing on trucks.
I need a car battery. I would have quickly called him to give me staff price. What about your mom?
Yeah, same too.
What does she truck tires too?
Yes.
They're in the same
business.
They work in the same company?
Yep.
Do they have fights at home? From and they've been married for how long?
30 years.
Well, if how old are you?
I'm 27.
If you're here, well, you look quite matured for 27.
Yeah, I get that sometimes.
And that again gives me an upper estimation of you. That at that age you were able to pull through the things that you pulled through. I think you're doing very well.
Thank you, sir.
Don't we have something I can use to clap for her? This my second hand is paining me. If I hit it with the first hand, okay, we can. I don't know what. If I hit it with the second hand, it'll pain me. That's nice. Would you want to continue to be? But you did this. You got into realtor business because you couldn't get a job in pharmaceutical.
No, I didn't bother to look for a job.
From time.
Yes.
So you went to university to satisfy your parents.
Basically.
Where's your certificate? Is with your dad?
It's with me.
Oh, okay. I have a cousin, Soji. Soji is a doctor. He's been a doctor for life. But he's into furniture. And when he finished, he said, "Well, Dad, I'm not a doctor. You can have
take the certificate."
Okay, it's 9:14, and I have I forgot your son. Let me just say Funaya. And she is a realtor, and she's 27, and she's on her own. You live by yourself?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You live by yourself. That's good. But I know there's something coming up anytime from now. So that all these hawks, they've started, if you go to YouTube, you know we're on YouTube and Facebook, they've started. Let me just say they've started. They'll be saying, "Oh, Uncle Jimmy, this and that." She's not available. When is that likely to happen?
So let's focus on something else.
No, okay, but it will happen soon.
It will happen soon.
Because Sheriff, you're invited though. If you're going to Gajom, I'll okay. Yes. Anything Jejemus, yeah. That's very, very nice. Okay, so what do you plan for the future for yourself in this business?
Okay, so I came into the business with the mindset of long term.
Long term?
Yes, long term. I'm not just here for, yes, there's money, but I'm not just here for the money. It's something I plan to do and probably pass down to any of my children that might be interested. So going forward, I plan to be more consistent with what I'm doing. I feel like there's a lot for me to achieve. I've not even gone, my vision is here and I'm still somewhere here. So you understand? So I feel like there's a lot more for me to do. So just for me to work hard, continue my relationship with people. One thing I've learned in this business is relationship with people is very, very important.
Yeah.
Very important. If not for our relationship, I won't be here.
You'll be here.
Yes. And so just like that with some of my clients, so my relationship with them has at least taken me higher a bit. So I know I'm a step to where I want to be.
It's amazing that you don't get intimidated because of your age or the fact that you're a woman. Because it's a bit like a man's business. It can be rough at times.
Yes,
it can be very, very rough.
Yes.
Very rough at times. Have you been in any sticky situation?
Yes, it's quite normal for a young lady in this kind of business that I do. Sometimes you get people, they'll come like, oh, I want to buy this. They'll ask you questions at the end of the day. Come and meet me in my hotel room or stuff like that. But no, I always like to be professional. Yeah. So I always let them know I'm not here for any of this. Just business. If it's not business,
not business.
Yeah.
Now I was even thinking of sticky situations at the cost of the business itself. Okay. Have you had any experience with jeeps?
So far, no, I haven't.
You know that sometimes, like when you want to sell, some people, for example, have a house to sell.
Yeah.
If you don't conduct your search quickly and in a very professional manner, you might discover they've either sold the house to somebody else too, or they've used the house to stand for loan and all kinds of things. You haven't been in that kind of...
No, I always make sure before I sell any property to anybody, I always run my own due diligence on it. So I have a lawyer and a surveyor that I work with. Because I've heard, before I came into real estate, I heard a lot of people saying there are realtors in prison, that they're arrested because of people's money, blah, blah, blah. So it made me like, I just had this, I don't want trouble anywhere. I don't want trouble at all. So I always make sure any property I'm giving to anybody is safe and is genuine. Good. Even if I have to spend money to do it, but at least let me have that reputation.
Do you have any young person, do you have people you're mentoring? Do you like have kind of staff or whatever, those you're training?
For now, I have few people that I won't really say I'm mentoring them because I just, once in a while, they just call me, okay, I need this, I'm going through this, or see this client I'm having issues with, what do you advise that I do? So I just give my own 1 cent of the matter.
For a fee?
No. Nah. For now, no.
I'm blessed. Okay, our lines are open 020127709993 and 020146579190, which is a female line. We have lines for men and lines for women. We don't want their lines clashing. Abby?
No, we don't want.
Okay. We have a caller. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning. Like how much can somebody get a land at Jana?
You have to go and find out. That's not what this program is about. He was asking how much can we get land? This is not about. He fold my hand. He weakened me. Do you have any regrets? Do you still miss the fact that you can't be a microbiologist?
Not
Or
at
your
all.
mind is set anyway?
Not at all.
Mind is set. Okay. Our lines are open. We'll take a few phone calls and then we'll wrap it up for the day. Okay, 9:20. Right. So, this is one very happy woman. Successful. What did your dad think, though, when you said you wanted to go into the... What was he supportive? Or did he say that I sent you to university to read microbiology?
My dad is watching, though.
Let him watch now.
Okay, typical African dad.
It's meant to be what?
Typical African dad. He was not in support.
He was
Okay,
not
when I finished school, the first thing I did was to go into tailoring.
Yeah.
So my dad.
So you have an entrepreneurial spirit.
Yes, right from time my dad was never in support. We had to
Are you the first of students?
Yes, I am.
Okay, yeah, the other. Okay, let's pick this phone call. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Jimi Disu.
Morning,
Good morning.
sir. Morning, sir.
Okay, Sheriff. Yeah, my name is Lapush. I greet your guest.
Yes.
Well, I like that part. He said he's a professional. It's just for business. I want to commend her.
Thank you.
It's not for any fun, it's just for business. I want you to keep it up. God will surely see you through.
Thank you, sir.
And I'll be successful with that. Yeah, thank you. That's my take.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, Ella, I got to let you go because we'll soon take a short break. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
I must say that I'm very proud of you. Your parents should be.
Thank you, sir.
We will tell that, sorry, but it's become a success. And I can see, if at 27 years where you are now, oh my God, by the time you're 35, and I hope I'm still around at that time.
You're around, though.
This is 11. I hope I'm still around at that time. It will be more than a pleasure to see you. But keep it up, okay?
Thank you,
She's
sir.
very, very diligent. I must say so myself. But I need to be careful I don't run a commercial before from marketing department hooks me for running a commercial, okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, it's the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. We will take a short break soon. And when we come back, we'll have an open mic. We haven't had that for a while. When we come back, we will have an open mic in which we'll be able to express ourselves on latest developments, especially the rate at which our politicians are defecting and other issues. One of the issues I'd also like you to think of is whether you think that there'll be free and fair elections in 2027. I read somewhere that INEC have said that they want to make provisions, move to make provisions in law for you to be able to vote without a voter's card. And I don't know whether that is good or bad. I'd like to know what your views are on that. But I'm just a little bit worried that they say that some acknowledge, let's sleep. Well, these days let me just be very honest with you. These days, I'm not too sure about Nigerian elections anymore, in all honesty. And I think I've told Sheriff that in private. That come election day 2027, Mr. Sheriff Quadri will be alone in this studio without me. Without me. Okay, we'll take a short break and we'll be right back.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
If person ask you say wetin be the game where they totori you pass, you go tell them say na better no all the time. No go tell yourself make you follow join for the ogbonge betting options, fast cash out, missions wey dey engaging and get welcome bonus wey fit reach 200,000 naira. Better no, the game don't start. Make you dey bet responsibly. Now only for people wey don pass 18 years. Better no na proud partner of Aston Villa.
Anything I want.
Mama, they don't dash me 20,000 naira. Woof!
My pikin, who dey dash 20,000 naira for this kind time?
That they dash everybody will get smart cash account 20,000 naira.
You mean them go dash me 20,000 naira a woof too?
Yes, so mama. That they dash all old and new smart cash users 20,000 naira a woof.
Oh yeah, tell your yard people make them dial *939# or download Smart Cash app to open their own account. Make themselves enjoy 20k a woof. Every time when you buy airtime or pay bills with Smart Cash, you go chop inside your 20k. Terms and conditions they shall.
I don't see my own a woof. Oh.
Smart Cash, powered by Airtel.
Meals have a way of taking us on a journey, and when you add plenty of vegetables like efo, ugu, and season with the rich taste of North seasoning cubes, even better.
So, go ahead and elevate your meals with more vegetables and the rich taste of Knorr cubes. Today, eat for good.
Is that Alfie playing football in the rain?
It's Toby Chio.
My goodness. When did he grow up?
That's it with kids, though. It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
Start your children's day with a great taste of Ovaltine, enriched with multi-nourishment, calcium, malt, and vitamin B12 to support learning and playtime. Ovaltine, smart choice for smart kids.
He done of trading himself. James, hello.
Susan, I beg. Say you whine me.
For where? You who no longer depend solely on your salary.
So you people trade and don't carry us along in this office, Abby?
Jerry, now you they talk like this. Who doesn't want an extra stream of income? But I'm still looking for better trading conditions, I beg. Fast execution of my trades and possibly an account where swap no go carry all my profits where I don't know.
Guy, HFM.com.
For me, I wouldn't mind better spreads at all, and it won't be a bad idea to be able to make withdrawals in a flash.
All we want is transparency and great customer service.
Guys, I said HFM.com.
Which one is HFM.com again?
Switch to HFM today to enjoy ultra-fast execution, 1 to 2,000 leverage, tight spreads, swap-free, and more.
Guy, show us the way now.
Wait, are you sure deposits and withdrawals are sharp?
I said HFM.com. Visit www.hfm.com. HFM, online trading at its finest.
Life is always full of wahala, but there is music, passion, feelings, and good vibes. Take a ride with InDrive app to get there on your own terms. You decide what your life will be full of and choose a fair price for this ride. InDrive, the InDrive online passenger transportation aggregator, is not a taxi service. Find more information at www.indrive.com.
Oh, I need to find a way to save on water expenses. Oh, my budget can't keep up again.
I used to be in your shoes until I switched to Seaway Refill Water.
Seaway Refill Water?
Yes, so with Seaway Refill Water, you are getting double the water while spending less.
I'm switching today.
Switch to Seaway Refill. Seaway Refill. Seaway Refill. Get more value, save more money. Oh yeah, Seaway Refill. Seaway Refill. Seaway Refill. Stay hydrated, drink more water. Oh yeah, Seaway Refill.
Feel the difference. Always choose Seaway for every family. We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
You're listening to Jimi Disu, right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back to the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. And like I said, we haven't had an open mic for a while, at least on this program. So let's have a discussion, okay, for the next 20-25 minutes. Let's see, like they say in reggae, like Ratata will say, let's see what I want. Yo, man. Sheriff. Yo, man. Sheriff, do you like reggae music? What kind of music do you like, sir? Burna Boy.
I'm a music person, so I like all kinds of music. Do you know Yaladuke?
No, Talonde Yaladuke. Yes, now. She says I'm in Shita also. Tonta Amola.
Not that. Yaladuke, I don't know if she's still alive, or is a musician. You know, that she was doing this native song.
No, I look, I'm very rigid. I listen to jazz, Afrobeat, rock music. I like rock music, Santana and so on. Juju music, no.
I'm a music person. I like all kinds of music.
No, I don't like
all kinds.
A lot of the modern music I can't even stand. I don't consider it music. That is my view. I do consider it. What is music for me? The creativity must show. No, what kind of music? Bassi, Weber, Shona, Bobata, Washokoto, Buba, Hero. Yeah, that's not music. Why are you looking at me? You know, honestly, when I look at the music scene, for example, and I see how God has been kind to a lot of people for playing total rubbish and making a lot of money from it, I just say that these boys don't know how lucky they are. So a bit of Sunny idea maybe, but I like. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
This thing I'm going to say is going to backfire on me, but
what's that?
When you reach 70, you don't worry about this thing backfiring again. I seem to like music played by people who smoke something that is not a pipe or cigarette. My favorite musicians, if you'll excuse me, of course, Fela, I like Orlando Owo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm correct all the time. Fela Nicola Kuti, you know, Jimi Hendrix and all these people.
Bob Marley.
But that one is correct any day. You know, I don't know. And I don't take, it's not as if I take this and come out some way, you know. But I like inspirational music. I grew up with the music that was heavy on lyrics. The kind of music I grew up on, even as a small kid, you had philosophical music like Jim Reeves, This World Is Not My Home, and all these kind of things. You know, so then, of course, into revolutionary music. In my secondary school days, I'm Black and Proud. Fela, Black Man Scriber, Black Man Disoffer, you know. Bob Marley. God will bless that guy. When you listen to Bob Marley's music, when you listen, I don't see when you are dancing to or not into.
Mm-hmm.
When you listen to the lyrics, music like there's one called War, there's one called Balling and Looting. And I will go so I like the beat. So I put a premium on lyrics and I put a premium on instrumentation. You take a very good solo, you know. That's why, of course, Afrobeat music is. You can see even from the music here. You know, I like jazz a lot, creative music. But like you have all heard what I said. I said I like. I didn't say one music is good or one music is bad. Everybody has the music that they like. But also when I was in secondary school, I loved dancing blues. In those days.
Alone.
How can you dance blues alone?
I'm just saying.
You are becoming a risky person.
I'm just saying.
Let's go to open. Don't let me get carried away. Let's go to open mic. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning.
Yeah, quickly on open mic. I think one of my genre, my best genre is reggae. I'm a big fan. Hello.
I'm listening to
Hello?
you. Yes.
Okay, one of my big. I'm a reggae fan, but however, this your open mic. Something I got thinking a lot. Each time you bring Captain Bleed on your set, I'm looking at the situation. Why don't you bring Captain Bleed and the SA? I don't know how to call his name. Candidate Johnson. Sorry if I've murdered the name. Because those two guys has fire. Pair them together, and I want to hear their philosophical views, sir. That's my open mic, sir. Good morning.
Okay, and my open mic to you is that I will not, because essentially, what they are discussing about the different genres of the Daily Digest. The Daily Digest is meant to incorporate any kind of, but at least we need to pair like with like. Maybe what I'd like to pair one day is two lawyers on opposite sides. In fact, I'm thinking every time I hear the I beg to differ debate, I've been wondering to myself, why don't we have debates between adults? And I've been scratching my head, trying to see which day I can devote to occasionally having two adults. We'll start with the politicians because you know those ones, we must scatter them. Mm-hmm. You should be ready to put the politicians to task in 2027. No, if you are not ready, they will take you to the cleaners. We must be ready to tackle the political class. It shouldn't be business as usual. Not a matter of fight, not a matter of fight. But out there, you should be resolute in your mind that nobody is going to pull any wool out of your eyes. If they bring money, take it. We can't say don't take it because there's hunger in the land. Take it, but stand your ground. Okay? Okay, let's have another caller. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hey.
Kelvin.
Uncle Jimmy. Sheriff.
Kelvin.
I dey vex for you. You before you talk that day, I give you somewhere make you stay. We'll go fit talk where before I look.
Kelvin, this go leave your private talk with Baba Kekere and let's go to business.
Uncle Jimmy. You know, I was once accused by somebody that why is it that all the whole people that like their songs now men of grass.
Same here, and I don't take the thing. I hate it.
Yeah, so I just look at person you don't go understand. You know, I've been very worried and my spirit has been very low.
Yeah.
What is happening in the country?
Politically, I mean?
Yes. Even with
Same
security.
Here. Same here.
You know, that is why sometimes it's good to just listen. Notice what you want to talk again, we will never talk.
Yeah.
You know, but what I see, what even bothers me more now, with all these jumpologies that is taking place, what is bothering me more is that the voting masses is like a divided house.
Yeah.
And
a
divided house will not stand together.
Okay, let me ask you a question. For those of us who are quite active, even people like you, I must concede, who are quite active in the public space, how can we make our votes count? How can we make our votes matter? Because, you see, the other day when we heard about the camping and so on and so forth, Sheriff and I were downcast here. We were defeated species. But later on, I said to myself, but if we could garner our people, if they could get themselves together and face these politicians and decide who they want and who they don't want, would it be possible? How could it be possible? I wonder if you have the solution to that.
Uncle Jimmy, how can it be possible when a divided house cannot be created? Miriam was divided. The only thing is the armies. So, what is the down line? The forget what people will take what and see their nation. Look at the collection. I was actually talk about people have even put profit by then they share them and they go back to come. I don't we that we have
well, like with even the wish that you and I said that. Why do you have this? Go. Okay.
You should play. Why would you do that? I would one person sitting on the entire place. I've been made to ask you. Look, everywhere was put motto. There was no traffic. In fact, just so they say I'm going. Oh God, everybody knew. But there's no traffic.
Nice.
You know. Okay, let's go.
Hello, man.
Yes. Everywhere there's no hope. Talk to enjoy
Irony.
Yes, so I'm telling you, that is why I told you the other day. I said this is another wife of Fela when it was alive. Not sleeping together. I just love him. Yes.
Who has to whether nobody has to whether there's any sleeping together or not.
Where did you have to say you now? Even you too, I love you. That is it. Even Sherry, I love Sherry also.
How many of us do you want to love?
I will love you. As so long you are truthful, I fall in love. That is how I fall in love.
But you love you love your husband, Abby, because he's listening.
That is it, Uncle Jimmy. You see, I don't want people to collect that food of affliction anymore. Because before the voting time, you were eating. So why will you collect again? Is it only that few days you will survive? I don't want them to collect. As if we vote, let's stand by our vote. Not that you just say, let's move on. That one, I don't like it. Thank you.
Okay. This thing is getting very hot now. I feel like leaving the studio.
It's hot.
But I can't escape. I still have another 10 minutes, but I have a call there. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Yes.
This is Bola speaking from Ojo.
Yes.
Yeah, open mic, right?
Yes.
Yes, I want to speak about the insecurity of the herdsmen and in Benue.
No problem.
There is something that has been, coming up in my head. Though it's a conspiracy theory.
Yes.
But I think there is possibility that we have to look into it deeply. I think why is it that it is that Benue, Plateau Benue, that is the food basket of Nigeria, where the farmers are dominant in Nigeria? Why is it that it is that place that this thing is happening? That they are pursuing the farmer from the bush, not to farm again. It's like there is a deliberate attempt somewhere. Just like the UNICEF problem that time. I think there is deliberate act to really inject farming into Nigeria, so that we won't have any choice than to embrace this GMO of a thing that they want to push into Nigeria.
Not that they want to; it's already it's here. A lot of that's why. Sorry, sir. That's why sometimes when you eat things like a goosey, these days, if you eat banana, it tastes a bit like rubber. It's sticky. It sometimes sticks to your teeth. I don't know what kind of food we're eating.
I don't know. Why is it that they are pursuing the farmers from the bush? I've been thinking about this thing, and I want Nigerians to really look into this thing deeply. It is more than they are just taking the land.
Okay, thank you very much. Open mic. I have an open mic from somebody here. He says, Uncle Jimmy Lakpata. Don't know what that means. But he's complaining about Obasa, the Honorable Speaker, and he's accused Obasa of wanting to entrench his son as chairman. In the local government elections, I even heard two people have stepped down for Obasa's son. And he says it is now becoming a family affair Not even, and says this kind of democracy will collapse democracy faster than we imagine. This is my view, and my view only. People have their own views. Mr. Obasa, the son of Honorable Obasa, is an adult. I think he's over 18, which makes him an adult and gives him the freedom to contest for election as chairman. It's up to the people of his constituency to say whether the majority want him or not. Now, I'm not going to be hypocritical and say I don't know the kind of favors that can be passed on to this gentleman to enable him win. But it's up to the people to resist. There's a history in this country, way back during the UPN, MPN days, when the results showed in Ondo State that a gentleman called Omobori who won the elections, and he wasn't the candidate that the people wanted. I'm not even sure that victory lasted 1 week in Ondo State, yes, because the people were resolute. So my reaction, minus sentiments, is that the gentleman is over 18. I'm sorry I referred to him as well. I was thinking of him, I didn't mean it in derogatory terms, but I was thinking of him being the son of, that's why. So Mr. Obasa Jr. is over 18. He has a right to put himself up for elections. People will even go tell you that at one time there was a President Bush and a Governor Bush. And so it's up. All these things are up to us. People have also said, the president's son, Sheyi, is going to run for governorship of Lagos. He's free to do so now. Haba. He's even about 40. He's a lawyer. He's a successful businessman. If people want him, they'll vote for him. If people don't want him, they should insist that their votes count, either if they want him or not. These things that you see, that smirk of nepotism, are usually facilitated by us, the people. Yes. There's a certain politician I heard whose wife ran, became a senator. The idea was prompted by supporters close to that politician who went behind to accuse him of nepotism. Let me tell you what I mean. Sheriff is a candidate, and I've seen that. Sheriff, Madam run now. Madam run. Then went over to, if they've been given 2 pieces of meat, they will tell me, you've been coming and going at the best vocal. You two can run. Then the idea starts and begins to germinate from eye service. It is these same people who will go around later again. But it is up to us as a people. Stop blaming other people. Some people said I made them vote for Buhari. Did I put your finger on the ballot? So it's going to depend on our own insistence. And we must make an example out of these things to prevent future occurrence. But we don't. As soon as the sun comes up for whatever, we hit the streets. Come, wow, what do you mean? You have the power, it's still with you. Power away politician, get yourself, get them. But that's a story for another day. I got to go. It's a weekend. I'm already in the weekend mode. I'd like to thank you, Sheriff. It was nice. One of these days, I'm going to have a program with you and we will play your kind of music.
I don't have a kind of music.
Joe?
I don't have a kind of music.
Okay, so if you had a party now, what kind of music would you play there?
I don't know.
What kind of music would you dance to?
I will probably just get a DJ that will say, I'm having Uncle Jimmy.
Why me again? What kind of politics? You see? They've started now.
And his class will play something that they want to will play it for them.
It's a lie. Let every man for himself and God for us all. Tomorrow we are going to look at the letter that the secretary, I think he is, former secretary and former political advisor to President Tinubu. We are going to look at that letter that he wrote to the president because it's quite interesting. And I will be reviewing that letter with my good friend Honora, who is a news editor here. I like having news editors because they're on top of their game. They're top of their game. So tomorrow is a day you shouldn't miss. What the man is stating is quite significant. in the road to 2027 has begun. The gate has been opened. Don't be caught on the sidewalk. Come and join us and let us chart a path for Nigeria. Don't give up. Well, we almost gave up, Sheriff and I almost gave up. But today our spirits have been invigorated and renewed.
Yes.
Now.
Yes, now.
Let me just go. I'll see you tomorrow at 9.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.